On the road today, the SUVs reign supreme. As times change, SUVs seem to move further away from the sport utility aspect of their name. Off-roading SUVs are built for adventurous hearts and curious minds. For those who know the value of community and strive to make a difference. Take these 7 rugged beasts for a drive in 2020 and you'll fall in love with off-roading. The top 7 off-road SUVs in 2020. The 2020 Land Rover Defender. Now that Land Rover has resurrected one of its most iconic models with the all-new 2020 Defender, this retro meets rugged SUV looks to take up the torch of its legendary off-road forefathers. Land Rover claims the new Defender's all-aluminium architecture gives it the stiffest body in company history. The interior feels much more minimalist and utilitarian than the snazzier finishes seen on Range Rover models. It also features obligatory off-road equipment such as permanent all-wheel drive, locking differentials, and a 2-speed transfer case. The 2020 model rides on a fully independent suspension that has standard coil springs or optional airbags. The latter provides adjustable ride heights and can automatically lower the Defender by about 2 inches for easy access and raise it by as much as 5.7 inches for traversing treacherous landscapes. The Defender will go on sale in spring 2020. The Nissan Patrol. It would be a huge mistake without Patrol in this list. The Nissan Patrol is the icon of Nissan's SUV heritage. The new Patrol features striking new design, enhanced luxury features, and the latest advanced Nissan intelligent mobility technologies. At the same time, the 2020 Patrol retains its exceptional on- and off-road go-anywhere capabilities and class-leading power. All-terrain Patrol power is provided by the strongest V6 and V8 engines in the segment. An all-mode 4x4 system lets the driver switch modes to handle different on- and off-road conditions. Hydraulic body motion control, available on V8 models, ensures a more comfortable ride thanks to improved suspension and vibration reduction. The 2020 Nissan Patrol, a luxury off-roader really worth looking forward to in 2020. 2019 Mercedes G-Class. Do you know what the G stands for? It's the German Geländewagen, which means all-terrain vehicle. It was first created in the 70s for the armed forces on an international level, but that doesn't change the fact that it is one of the top-rated SUVs on the market. The G-Class features body-on-frame construction plus a couple of solid axles that have locking differentials. This Mercedes has an approach angle of 28 degrees and a departure angle of 29 degrees, plus 4-wheel drive with low range, so you can feel confident off the pavement. All of this is powered by a turbocharged engine and 7-speed automatic tranny. not gonna lie to you, this hardy machine is still a Mercedes, so you can expect plenty of technology and luxury inside. The Toyota Land Cruiser. The 4Runner's big brother, the Land Cruiser, has been around since the 50s. In the United States, the Land Cruiser is most often associated with luxury, but it can also be impressive off-road. It features a body-on-frame construction, an approach angle of 32 degrees, a departure angle of 24 degrees, and 9.1 inches of ground clearance. It also has a limited slip lockable center differential, kinetic dynamic suspension system, and multi-terrain select and crawl control. The Land Cruiser has been highly respected by off-roaders for many years. The Land Cruiser has become larger, more opulent, and higher in price than ever before. While it does come loaded with high-tech gadgets and innovations that make it great for a trail, it is going to cost a pretty penny, starting around $83,000. The 2020 Land Rover Discovery Sport. There are few vehicles on this planet that have such an intense mixture of luxury and off-roading ability. Yes, it's the Land Rover Discovery. The new model can weigh like 600 mil deep and has 212 mil of ground clearance. And in four-wheel drive, guys, can climb up gradients of 45 degrees. There are 4 off-road modes, or simply switch it into auto and let the car do the work. Land Rover has even increased the size of the fuel tank, so you can go deeper into the wilderness without worrying if you'll make it back again. Trick Ground View Tech. It was called transparent bonnet technology, effectively making the bonnet invisible. It wouldn't be a real Land Rover unless it was outfitted with luxury as well, though. The sleek profile combined with a lavish interior tells you quickly this vehicle isn't like others. Jeep Wrangler. It would be odd to see a list of top-rated SUVs for off-roading without seeing the Jeep Wrangler somewhere. That's because the Jeep Wrangler, especially the Rubicon, is an off-roading king. You can get a Wrangler with beefed up down of 44 axles with 4:10 axle ratios and lockers, as well as a 4:1 low-range gear ratio. It also has an approach angle of 42.2 degrees with a departure angle of 32.3 degrees and 10 inches of off-ground clearance. The Wrangler is built on top of a rear ladder frame which can withstand quite a beating. The Rubicon also has skid plates to protect mechanical components, plus a trick system to easily disconnect the front sway bar. The 2020 Toyota 4Runner. The Toyota 4Runner is one of the original SUVs and one of the few that retains true off-road capability. In an age of car-based crossovers, the truck-like 4Runner is something of an anachronism. But for buyers who want an SUV that can keep going where the pavement ends, It's hard to beat the 4Runner. For the 2020 model year, the 4Runner mixes its old-school off-road capability with new safety and tech features. It also features a kinetic dynamic suspension system, locking rear differential, plus multi-terrain select and crawl control. The crawl control is best for tackling difficult terrain while moving at low speeds. It helps you control the acceleration and braking, so you can pay closer attention to steering. That's not all. This Toyota also offers users a solid locking rear axle, low-range transfer case, 9.6 inches of ground clearance. Are you ready for adventure discovery yet? Please share with the Millie Jackson channel the off-road SUV you want to accompany you on the trip.